What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well today. I want to give you 3, maybe 5 strategies, tools, steps when it comes to buying a foreclosure. Now, we're not seeing them a lot these days, but we will see more in the coming year, maybe 2. I don't anticipate an avalanche by any means. I think what's going to happen is that in the pre-foreclosure status, there's going to be a lot of people that will be listing these properties before they ever go to foreclosure. And in fact, I'll give you some tips on how you might be able to do that directly yourself, or your agent can help you do that. And then once let's say nobody buys it, pre-foreclosure or at the auction, then I'll give you some strategies on what to do once it is officially a foreclosure. So pre-foreclosure, let's talk about that real fast. That is the property has not been taken back by the bank just yet, but the seller is behind on their mortgage. And how do you know that they're behind on their mortgage? Well, it becomes public knowledge. The banks, the servicers have to announce once they've been behind on their mortgage for some time, and the bank then comes and says, okay, we're going to foreclose. They have to file at the court, and it becomes public knowledge, public notice, and they have to advertise in the newspaper, believe it or not, of all places. You could actually go online. I'm going to give you a tip real fast. You can go online and you could go to Washington Post Classifieds. So we're in Virginia, right? Washington Post Classifieds. And this applies to Maryland and DC as well. And they're going to have there in the classified section, trustee sales or notices of default. And you'll be able to pull up everything that's being advertised in the Washington Post. Now, the data, some of that data is going to be old, but here's what you're going to get out of it, right? Some of it will be new, but the majority of it will be old. But this is what I want you to hear. In there, they're going to tell you who the foreclosure attorneys are. And I want you to take the names of the most prevalent foreclosure attorneys that you just keep seeing over and over and over again. And then I want you to go to their website. And on their website, by law, they have to post every one of their foreclosures all over the place, right? So you can then get a real-time feed to what's going to happen as soon as it gets announced, what properties are going to go into foreclosure. And so you could then direct mail those houses, you can call those people, you can door knock, or your agent could do it for you, right? The whole idea is to create a win-win. You might be able to find a house that you want to purchase, and you might help a seller get out of a very difficult situation. But let's say you're not able to secure that property in that pre-foreclosure status. Well, the next step is to go to the courthouse, and let's say the bank is just going to take it over. They're going to auction it at the courthouse. You can go to the courthouse and you could bid on the property, right? Now, for an inexperienced person, I don't recommend that. For an experienced person, it's a great resource. It's a great platform in order to potentially buy a property. It is competitive, right? There are pros at the courthouse every single day buying homes. So you need to know what you're doing. If you're not able to secure the property there, the next step would be wait for it to come back on the market as a foreclosure. They're going to assign an REO agent, a real estate owned agent, and that just essentially means an agent that the bank is paid or the servicer is paid to sell the house. And you could then bid on that house, and it is no different from buying any other house that's on the market today. In fact, it is no different, because everything today is pretty much being sold as is with no home inspections. Or home inspections for informational purposes only. And that's what it's like when you're buying a foreclosure. They'll allow you to do a home inspection, but typically it's for informational purposes only. They're going to say it's an as-is deal, and buyer beware, essentially, is what their addendums are going to have on there. So you just need to make sure that you've done your due diligence ahead of time. It will transfer with a clean title. The biggest thing that you always just need to be concerned about is the condition of the property. You can do a pre-inspection before you ever make an offer, or you can secure the property, put it under contract, then get an inspection. And if you don't like what you find, you can get out. It's that simple, right? There's really no difference. So there's pre-foreclosure, there's at the auction, and then there's foreclosure. So there are, I'm going to say, we're a massive resource when it comes to that. If you've got questions about the pre-foreclosure auction or foreclosure process, feel free to DM me, call me, and I'm happy to share resources, tools that might help you in this process. As always, make it a great day, and I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Take care.